I want to start with a question. What if that sore back or the swelling in your joints isn't just a physical manifestation? What if it's something deeper, something mental, emotional, or even spiritual? You know, the conventional view tells us that pain is purely physical, something that you treat with rest, therapy, change in diet. But what if that's only part of the story? What if our bodies are trying to communicate something to us that is deeper, something that we have buried deep inside? What if the stories we tell ourselves about who we are is shaping our reality more than you realize? My name is Elaine Cheung, and I'm a local White Rock resident here. I'm also the co-founder of a company called Hilarity, where we help people to share their personal stories using stand-up comedy. I'm here today to share my personal story, one that changed my life. For much of my adult life, I was running, not literally, but running from anything that made me feel less than. That led me to become an overfunctioner. If you don't know what that means, it means none of you are doing enough. You know, it's actually an addiction that looks good because I'm always helping, I'm always doing. And you know what? Society rewarded me for that. If you are actually a type A personality, and I see a few of you down here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. At the age of 32, I developed severe rheumatoid arthritis. The pain was relentless. I went from being a healthy, active person to someone needing a cane just to walk. I couldn't lift my arms past this point. And for years, I couldn't have baths because I couldn't get out of the bathtub. My doctors put me on something called triple therapy, and it did suppress the inflammation. But it didn't seem to address the root cause of my pain. And so I asked myself a question I had never considered before. What if this pain wasn't just physical? What if it was something deeper, something mental, emotional, or even spiritual? Now, let me be clear, I am not telling you to disregard medical advice, okay? But from my personal experience, I have discovered that there is a profound connection between our mental, emotional, and physical bodies. Our bodies can hold on to the weight of the emotions that we refuse to acknowledge, and for me, that manifested into a chronic illness. This reminds me of something that Dr. Bruce Lipton said in his book, The Biology of Belief. Dr. Lipton, who is a renowned cell biologist, said that our beliefs and our perceptions, often operating subconsciously, affect our biology. Our cells, he said, often respond not only to the external stimulus like the environment, but also to the messages our minds sends out based on our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. In other words, our beliefs shape our biology. When we have limiting beliefs and suppressed emotions, they will manifest into our physical bodies, like it did for me. Another perfect example is the placebo effect. You know, studies have shown that when patients believe they are actually receiving treatment, even if it's just a sugar pill, their bodies often experience profound, measurable improvements. That goes to show you that connection between our beliefs and our body's ability to heal. Our subconscious beliefs actually operate and affects our reality more than we realize. It is like a tape that's playing on the background, on a loop, over and over again. And to change those beliefs is not as simple as saying mantras or positive affirmations, because those things only operate on a conscious level. Real change happens when we change what's deep inside. Well, I'm here to tell you that we can change those limiting beliefs, and in doing so, we can start to heal. So I'm going to give you an exercise that really helped me, an exercise that connects our emotions with our minds to transform beliefs. So you're all going to do this together. We're all going to close our eyes. So let's do it. Close our eyes. I want you to think of a time that you felt triggered. It could be something recent, it could be something from a while back, but whatever it is, it should have a pretty strong emotional response. I want you to feel that in your body, that feeling. And notice where in your body do you feel it the most. Is it in your chest, in your neck, in your head? Wherever it is, I want you to be very present with it. Focus on that feeling, and while you're focusing on it, I want you to repeat these words to that feeling. Okay, you're going to repeat after me. You're going to say, I see you. Go ahead. I see you. I feel you. I have compassion for you. I love you. I forgive you. What you're doing is allowing yourself to feel the feeling that it's okay to feel that way. And you got to be sincere when you're talking to this emotion, because your body knows if you are being sincere or not. So let's do it again. Think of that scene, feel the emotion, and you're going to repeat after me. You're going to say, I see you. Go ahead. I feel you. I have compassion for you. I love you. I forgive you. Now, this is very important. We are acknowledging that physical sensation and accepting it with love and compassion. And forgiveness is the key. True healing happens when we can forgive and let go of those feelings of grief, of anger, of shame. I want to do it one more time just to make sure you guys get the exercise, okay? So close your eyes, feel that feeling, feel in your body. Repeat after me. I see you. I feel you. I have compassion for you. I love you. I forgive you. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Did you feel a shift, even if it's just a small one? This is a small, I like that. This is a small but powerful exercise you can use to start lifting that mental, emotional baggage that we hold on to. I want to share one more story with you. A friend of mine suffered from chronic migraines. She tried everything, conventional treatment, everything known to man. Nothing worked. Her breakthrough happened when she realized that she had all these undealt with grief and suppressed emotions. As a young child, she believed that she had to be perfect in order to get her mother's love. So she developed the limiting belief of, I'm only lovable when I'm perfect, right? And she was perfect. Oh my goodness. Growing up, she was the perfect student, the perfect athlete, perfect business person, very successful, until she couldn't work anymore because the migraines were so bad. Eventually, what she started doing was exercise similar to the one you were just doing, where it was an exercise of self-forgiveness and self-reflection, and she started to unravel those layers of pain that she had carried. It took months of consistent work and acceptance of oneself, but eventually she began to relieve the pressure of being perfect, and her migraines started to ease up until they were gone. So, as you can see, her story, like my story, illustrates the strong connection between our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. One thing I've learned is that when I accept, embrace, and forgive myself for those emotions I've been holding, I can start to heal. And so what I realized is that the emotions that I was holding were actually just a reflection or expressions of my subconscious limiting beliefs. And when I started to let go of those emotions, I started to transform those beliefs as well, right? Well, it's been 10 years since the start of my personal growth journey, and I can tell you that I am in full remission, and I'm completely drug-free. True freedom is being able to move freely, to be able to lift my arms straight up and have baths again. You have no idea. If there's anything I want you to take away from today's talk, let it be this, that our mental, emotional, and physical bodies are deeply connected. And if you listen, truly listen, you will begin to hear the messages that our bodies have been trying to send us all along. I am so grateful that you guys came here to listen to my talk, and I hope in some small way I inspired you to start or to continue your personal journey towards wellness and wholeness. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it is possible. Thank you.